Hey guys, this is Mr.Wright, owner of Mr.Wright Flooring, and today I'm going to show you how to wrap floating steps with LVP. Here's a list of some material that you might need. So each step we're putting on to come from the back. We're going to make our stair nose touch the front because it's just going to be impossible to make one full step, just wrap across there. So we're also going to put flooring on the bottom. And that's why we make this wrap around like this here. We even had to heat this part up some because we realized it was kind of warped. So once heating this up, it's gonna be good as new. It's already cooled off. It's probably just, stuck how it's gonna be. And these are all our steps that we got to go on. All right, so what we did was, these guys created this little sled here. So it evens it out accurately when we put a plank in. So it's snug, can't really move. And we're routing the back end so that fits perfectly inside of this groove. So we can put a brand new plank in there and just slide along the groove in order to make this fold around this, which you see us have this boards clamped in. We're heat welding it together. After every bend, it's a slow bend. I'll let you guys see that later. And what we're about to do with this board is create our grooves for us to make a bend. So we messed up on this board earlier, but I can still use it somewhere. So this is, we're about to make one along this track here. And every board's planned out the same for each step.
Hey, y'all boys doing great.
Y'all boys doing that.
Keep it up.
Shit, I ain't never did it before. I'm gonna give y'all advice. With me.
So here you want to heat the back of the floor and make sure you heat it for at least about 2 to 3 minutes. And then once you're done heating it up, you want to make sure you do a slow bend. Make sure that bend is slow because you could crack the floor. And make sure it's the back of the board, not the front, because it could bubble. So here's the contraption that we came up with in order to mold our custom bend. And I'll show you an example later. In the meantime, allow for your custom bend to cool off for at least 15 to 20 minutes. Use 2P10 glue on the clicking system to make a cap and tread by attaching a fitted plank to your custom bend. Now reheat your custom bend before gluing it to the step.
Well, you bet not.
So up here, you see we don't have a back to go in to, and this is going to be a white riser up here. And we're deciding on making this piece right here for it to turn and cuff up here. And we can lay floor all the way to the back underneath there. After gluing the bottom front bend, we had to leave it clamped overnight. And of course, the more clamps you have, the faster you go. Because at this rate, we were only doing 4 steps a day. Okay, so here's my mini demonstration of how we did the custom bend. Let's pretend my charger is my router. First, you want to engrave the back of the plank to match the bend of the step. Second, we screwed a piece of vinyl plank into a 2x6 in order to interlock a piece of vinyl that will be bending into place. Then we secured another 2x6 on top of the vinyl plank to help support the bending process. In real life, we use screws, not tape, but be sure not to screw into your floor. You could also use clamps. When heating your floor, heat the back end for 2 to 3 minutes, then clamp it and let it cool for 15 minutes. After it's cooled down, while keeping it clamped, you can work on your second bend. After your second bend, secure another 2x6 to the top of the plank and allow for it to cool for another 15 minutes. When we first tested this process, we noticed some flaws. We noticed that our plank will get stuck to the clicking system as well as the 2x6. So what we did to fix that was we began to scrape the edge of the clicking system off, not the full lip, but just the edge of the clicking system. And here's the final product. And remember, you can't go wrong with working right.